vape sleuths and vape donkeys? It's Aubrey with Cloudhouse Vapor again. And yeah, I'm back again with the VCT Pro. This time I've got it on the Wotofo, Wotofo, not Motofo, as I had so inaccurately stated in another video. I had referred to them as Motofo. I got a message from Lillian Chin over at Wotofo, and she said to me, she said, "Oh, Aubrey, I corrected you. Our company are called a Wotofo, not a Motofo." And I said, "Derp, I'm stupid as fuck. And I apologize to you, Lillian, you tight girl. Apologize. Apologies from the heart of the South, and old Merca." Anyway, I've got the VCT Pro on a Paragon this time. Very, very sexy time mod. It's nice. I'm not a big fan of carbon fiber, and if I'm not mistaken, which sometimes I am, but if I'm not mistaken, I think this only comes in carbon fiber, which is unfortunate, but that doesn't change the fact that it's one of my favorite mech mods, because it's like rock steady rocking all night long. It's a good little rig, and I like it. So yeah, I got the VCT Pro on here, and I've been pushing the hell out of this thing, and I want everybody to know that I don't work for SMOK Tech. They don't send me these for free. I buy them, I sell them in my shop. I have a small brick and mortar store in Vero Beach, Florida, and I'm a vapor before I'm a shop owner. So if there, some people on like Juice Junkies Vapor Group and stuff, we're all like, "Oh, you don't carry this, that, and the other," and yeah, I have carried everything, all of the different tanks, and when something comes out that is better and works great than other things on the market, and the price is even better, that's what I carry. I'm not going to sell my customers, something else that's going to cost them more money and not perform as good as what I'm using. I sell them what I'm using. I don't get upset if they go down the road to another store because they want something else because of the brand. I am fine with that. But when they show up here on the second Friday, of every month to our Vape In and Vape contest and wonder why what we're rocking is chucking bigger clouds than what they're rocking, it's usually a pretty quick sell to get them over onto what we're promoting, because we promote it because we like it and because it works good. So here's the VCT Pro on a fresh 18, semi-fresh 18650, and the Wotofo Paragon mod. Proof, pudding, pudding, proof. This thing is awesome. Now, this time we're going to get a little bit closer to her so I can show you some of the reasons why this thing is superior in its performance. The first thing you're going to notice right off the bat is the juice, or the air holes, I'm sorry, vape drunk again. The air slots are mucho gusto, muy bueno, aeroflow. This thing keeps the freaking coil just fed with air, which is going to give you a optimal juice to air mix ratio, which is critical in being able to continue to deliver a optimal amount of both juice and both air to your coil. And this son of a bitch has a mother trucking buttload of air. Also too, I mean, it's a cool feature and it'll cool down the vape a little bit so you're not burning your face, is on the drip tip there is also a slot with adjustable flow for air, and that's really more of a personal preference feature as opposed to really affecting the performance too much, in my opinion. And that drip tip comes with it also, I should point out. It's a cool Pyrex glass drip tip sitting on a stainless steel base with an adjustable airflow on it. Super cool. I know some places that'll try and sell you a drip tip like that for what this freaking tank costs, which is between 40 50 bucks depending where you go. Next feature that I think is, it's the balls. It is the heart of this serious steam chucking freaking donkey loving fucking tank, is this coil. Like most sub tanks, it's a beast, but these slots on the side for the juice are slots. First off, I'll point that out. There's two massive slots that cover, or span, I should say, almost the length of the coil and the cotton in there. There's two of them, so you're getting an even amount of juice reaching the entirety of the coil in a very, very well spread out fashion. This allows for your juice to be able to keep up with the heat that is being produced by your coil and creating vapor. When your juice inlet is isolated to one spot of the wicking material, when the coil actually runs the whole, the whole distance of that wicking material, you are obviously going to get less efficient wicking of the areas that are not exposed to the open juice. This is crucial. This is critical. This is why I can vape that thing like a freaking steam train, just so boop, woo, kicking ass, chucking steam all freaking day and not get a dry hit. Literally, I am not limited by the performance of the coil or the tank. I'm limited by the performance of my battery. I could plug this thing into a freaking deep cell off a boat and ride out into the sunset. I'd be the first person to overdose from vegetable glycerin if that were possible. I've ripped this thing recklessly, trying to find a bad link in its epic armor, and I can't, man. I cannot make this thing fail. It rides out. I mean, not within the means of, I wouldn't say even within the means of normal vaping, because I've put it on, like I said, put it on series box. Some of you saw that video. Series 18650s on the Colt box. Shout out to Kelly from Colt Mods for hooking us up with the Colt boxes. And it performed. It went great. there's not discoloration of the rubber grommet on the base of the coil, because in the base of the coil there's a huge amount of air that's able to pass through. This keeps it cool. This also helps to displace the heat that's being produced by the coil up into the top part of the tank as well, the metal framing of it, so it's not all being laser guided right at the base where your 510 connection is, which is ultimately going to saturate the 510 of whatever device you're using with heat and carry that through the body of your device. And some devices you have temperature safety features on the switch, and if you've got a bunch of heat being pulled into that, it's going to register it on the chip and your device is going to read too hot. I know a lot of the HANA box and DNA box clones have an issue with that. So you're really not limited by any feature of this tank whatsoever. Smoke Tech did every damn thing that they could, that I could imagine, short of putting in an intercooler or radiator or some kind of like fan-dangled freaking, you know, electric air cooling system or something. This thing is the balls, man. It is the big furry Sasquatch balls, and it's a fantastic tank. If you're a collector of tanks great and small just for the sake of having them because you just want them all, then I suggest getting this one and every other tank that attempts to do the same thing but doesn't as well, because that's just your thing. That's what you're into. Me personally, I'm not that guy. I just want what's going to work good consistently all the time and not cost me an arm and a leg and a dick and a freaking eyeball and an ear or any of those things. I like all those parts of my body. I think that they need to be here and not in someone's wallet. So that's that. Again, as I've said before, make sure that you get out there and you vape royal. Take your Vaping King scepter and wave it around and, you know, show off your cock and vape hard. But don't be a vape douche. Vape respectably, because this thing right here is capable of creating some fucking steam and pissing people off. Don't get out there and be in Walmart making it look like the fucking place is on fire, because people frown upon that. As cool as it is, and as much as it makes you chuckle to be like, no, don't do that, because you're giving vaping and vapors a bad name. Don't be a vape douche. If you're a vape douche, fuck you. If you're not, don't be. Again, it's Aubrey from Cloud House Vapor. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe unless you find me appalling and hard to listen to, like my mother. But have a great day, have a great time. If you get a chance to get your hands on one of these puppies, I highly recommend it. If you're on the east coast of Florida, anywhere near the central area, you can swing by the shop, Cloud House Vapor, 953 Old Dixie Highway, Suite B5. Thank you, and Vape Royal!